While I thought that I was learning how to live, I have been learning how to die. The noblest pleasure is the joy of understanding. All our knowledge has its origins in our perceptions. Tares come from the heart and not from the brain. Who sows virtue reaps honor. Once you tasted flight, you will forever walk the earth with your eyes turned skyward, for there you have been, and there you will always long to return. Why does the eye see a thing more clearly in dreams than the imagination when awake? Where the spirit does not work with the hand, there is no art. Life without love is no life at all. Learn how to see. Realize that everything connects to everything else. Wisdom is the daughter of experience. Life is pretty simple. You do some stuff. Most fails. Some works. You do more of what works. If it works big, others quickly copy it. Small rooms or dwellings discipline the mind. Large ones weaken it. As a well-spent day brings happy sleep, so a life well spent brings happy death. One can have no smaller or greater mastery than mastery of oneself. Painting is poetry that is seen rather than felt, and poetry is painting that is felt rather than seen. There are three classes of people: those who see when they are shown, those who do not see. Study without desire spoils the memory, and it retains nothing that it takes in. The acquisition of knowledge is always of use to the intellect, because it may thus drive out useless things and retain the good. For nothing can be loved or hated unless it is first known. Experience is a truer guide than the words of others. The greatest deception men suffer is from their own opinions. In rivers, the water that you touch is the last of what has passed, and the first of that which comes. So with present time, the human foot is a masterpiece of engineering and a work of art. Water is the driving force of all nature. I love those who can smile in trouble, who can gather strength from distress, and grow brave by reflection. 'Tis the business of little minds to shrink, but they whose heart is firm, and whose conscience approves their conduct, will pursue their principles unto death. Time stays long enough for anyone who will use it. The painter has the universe in his mind and hands. Life well spent is long. Blinding ignorance does mislead us. Open your eyes. It had long since come to my attention that people of accomplishment rarely sat back and let things happen to them. They went out and happened to things. I awoke, only to find that the rest of the world is still asleep. Nature never breaks her own laws.
I have been impressed with the urgency of doing. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Being willing is not enough. We must do.
Poor is the pupil that does not surpass his master. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Learning never exhausts the mind.